Hey everybody, Felix Stoffelbaker here. Wanted to make a video that I just think EOS is the best investment opportunity I have ever seen. I'm seeing all these different mainstream, very well-off guys talk about how they've got a top 10 pick for their assets for what they think will do for the next decade. And when we look and see what's happening, they look and they pick things like Apple stock, Google, Microsoft. They pick things like Bitcoin, and ironically enough, they even choose Ethereum. And if you look and think about it, all of those dependent on being successful for the next decade drastically depend on EOS being successful. If EOS is successful and runs the base layer for the world's internet, the secure protocol to rule them all, then by default, all of those other ones will do very well. So we could see something like EOS have something like Amazon, Google, SpaceX, even Microsoft, all these companies that people think will do the best, that people think will perform the greatest, will basically be dependent on EOS to succeed. Because if EOS succeeds, then they all succeed. And there's an opportunity, if you know that ahead of time, to invest in something like EOS to where you can actually capture all of the gains and all of the product, all of the best attributes of all of those individual companies will come together on something like EOS when they're all running the software, they're all making blocks, they're all making dApps and providing different products that are on EOS itself. It's actually a no-brainer to own the underlying asset, which may be more lucrative and more profitable than owning any one of those stocks individually or even as a whole. I don't think people are really taking that into consideration, and I have mentioned it and I have talked about that a little bit, throughout the years and throughout my talks. But if you think about it, all of the power is going back to the EOS token itself. Whether it's any type of company running a node, or any type of company offering a product, or any type of company just being involved with EOS, it's like you might as well just get involved with EOS itself and make that a priority, and you will see. It's like, I made a video one time called EOS is like the .com bubble. It's like EOS is investing in all of the successful companies that happened out of the .com bubble. Google, Microsoft, even Yahoo for a while. All these different companies came out of the .com bubble, and if you invested in any of those, you became wildly successful. Well, now all those companies are planning to produce blocks on the EOS blockchain. They're all planning to work together to make a secure protocol for the world, a baseline infrastructure that anybody can plug into, anybody can play on. So for me, it just makes a lot more sense, especially at these prices that are insane, and there's really no reason why the EOS price should be as low as it is for as long as it has been. But I just think that that's such a good opportunity and such a great thing for us holders who are still stacking, I know every time I reach somewhat of a goal of what I think I need, I usually just up it, and then I start over. Basically, I act like I'm at zero, and I just start stacking from there to try to reach a new goal. And I've been very impressed with the way that I've been able to stack and just how I've been able to accumulate over these years. And it doesn't really matter if the price stays lower for even a bit of a longer time, because I know where it's going, and I know if it's going to be successful based off what everybody thinks it's going to do, that, you know, I'll still wish like I had more, even though I'll obviously have enough. You know, people who have 10,000, 20,000, even somebody like Max Kaiser who has 40, 50,000 Bitcoin, I mean, he doesn't have enough. He still stacks sats. So it just goes to show you that, you know, one of the things that made those people so successful is that they just kept doing it. They kept doing it even when they thought everybody else thought they had enough, thought that they had what they needed. People kept stacking. So I think that the success of EOS as a whole is being completely underrated based off price alone, and that's fine for a while, but at a certain point this price is going to reach where it's supposed to be, and you want to be in a position to capitalize on that completely. So I just want to put that out there. Staffelbaker out.